Today I'm going to show you how to solo over an A chord in the first and second position of the blues scale. I had a part one to this lesson where I just showed an A chord and I showed you that. That was the first chord in the scale from the root note There's a lot you can do with that, but the scale actually goes all the way up and down the neck. Rather than learn the entire thing in one shot, I think it's easier to learn it a position at a time. So if you're comfortable with the first position, then it's time to move to the second position. So you'll go from your A chord, you're going to go down, you're going to move your whole hand down 2 frets. And you're going to start it out this time with your second finger on the 8th fret on the E string. Then you're going to put your 4th finger 2 frets up from it. Then you're going to go down to the A string and do 7, 10. And the D string, you're going to do the same thing, 7, 10. And then when you get to the G string here, the 3rd string from the bottom, you're going to do your first finger. So it's going to go. And then on the B string, it's going to be 8, 10. And on the E string, it's going to be 8, 10 also. And if you can get that pattern in your memory to where it's just then you can start changing things and you can do little runs. Another chord that I would add to this, which would make it a little more easier to practice, a little not just to give you something different to play. When you're playing this A chord, lift up your pinky. That's called a minor 7th. This gives it a little more of a bluesy sort of a sound to it. So you can go. And always, after you've learned it pretty well, I think it's important to double pick up and down each note. And it'll help you do quicker picking. change keys, it's as simple as changing this original chord. This is an A chord on the 5th fret. When you play that chord on the 3rd fret, that's a G chord. And all you have to do is remember, if that's a G chord, you play that same pattern of notes. Back up to A. Back down to G. So it's as simple as not necessarily remembering every note in a scale on a guitar anyway. It's as much as, to me, I remember the pattern on the neck. And by doing that, I know that I can go from the key of A to the key of G, down to F, to whatever note you have right here. And as long as that's your starting point. So if you ever play some people that are playing like a loose form blues music, it's very, very fun, and you can just improvise these solos over this scale, and that's just the first 2 positions. There's a lot more. You can go all the way up and down the neck on it, but you want to take your time and get it to where it's muscle memory kind of playing it. If you get it that way in one key, then moving from place to place is a lot easier. So when you're practicing this, don't just practice this position and then this position. Slide between them. Go. And I don't know. It's a very. You can make your own music this way. It's a lot. That's what they call it, improvising. You just produce it as you're going along here. And at first, it'll sound a little, I don't know, little jump. It sound a little, I don't know, jolty, for lack of better terms. But you'll find yourself just kind of playing it off the top of your head after a little while. And then after you've learned the positions in the one key, then I would change keys. For at the big start, I would pick a key and stick with it. In this case, the key of A, okay? And go slow. You don't need to play really quickly. I mean, B.B. King's famous for playing things very slowly. That's just very slow. That was 3 notes, and it sounded kind of cool. I don't know. I just made it up. So anyway, I hope this helps you to become a better guitar player. And if you can think of any suggestions for anything you'd want to learn, and there's going to be more to this lesson later on, but if there's anything else, leave it in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you got something from this. I hope you did. So thank you and have a good day.